What's going on online world and what's happening, soul family? Today's topic, or tonight's topic, is on the dark night of the soul, right? And so, all my life, I always grew up going to church, and you know what I'm saying, got to a point where, they couldn't make me go anymore, right? And so, say about 4 or 5 years ago, everything changed, you know what I'm saying? The experience that I had, didn't know what was going on because the veil was piercing, and I actually seen how my soul looked, right? And so the same day, man, I'll never forget this moment, man. One of the greatest, I'll just say one of the greatest experiences. I done had many experiences. And so this same day, man, my homegirl hit me up, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, hey, Jabbo had passed. They found him in the woods with the buzzards eating in his eyes and everything. And so, we was just tripping off the whole situation, man. It really hurted us. And so I had to go pick up my cousin, take him to work. So I was headed to the crib, passing through this graveyard, getting ready to go pull up on my street and go get my cousin. All of a sudden, I'm driving now. All of a sudden, I feel it's like this portal just opened up, and something told me to look up. I'm driving, but I look in the rearview mirror, this pitch black spirit. Every time I move, it was moving. See, at the time, I thought that I was, looking at the devil. But as I read the Gnostic scriptures, I understand that we was angels at first, or gods, whatever you want to call it. And when we fell into when we came into this existence, our light body came one with the one that created this world. And so I was seeing how I really looked in the inside, my soul, and it was this pitch black spirit. The same spirit was one with me, because that's a dollar brow. When you enter into this realm, you got to take on that darkness, because he's the God that created darkness. The supreme being is the one who made the first Adam, the immortal man. A dollar brow made the mortal man. And then you'll understand that he becomes one with you. He's the father of Cain and Abel. You know what I'm saying? And so let's keep going on with the story, right? And so as this thing manifested and showed itself, it told me it can give me anything I want, from the fortune and fame. And I knew it sounded good, but I knew that it wasn't right. I knew it. And so I got to praying, right? And I said, whatever this is, just let it go away, because I could feel it like I was about to black out, because we are ignorant, and of how we truly are. And so that same day, man, when I got to my house, my cousin was like, man, you all right? It's like you seen a ghost. And I couldn't explain it to this day, until this day. That same, later on, that I say about an hour later, the Mormon missionary is knocking on my door. And this was my initiation into, you know what I'm saying, the next level of consciousness. Because you have to become humble to understand that this spirituality is above religion. And the difference between religion and spirituality is that religion is only a form of spirituality, but it's an organization. They do what basically how they want to do it, right? Whatever they believe in, they go with. But spirituality, if you don't get out of religion and understand that next level is spirituality, and spirituality leads you back to your soul. And so when I was getting attacked, you know, I was in the church for a few years. When me and my cousin, we got baptized and everything. And after we got baptized, you know what I'm saying, the attack was on. You know, it was one night I remember laying down and hearing this voice saying, "The slaughter is coming." And when I was telling people about my spiritual attacks that I was getting, they thought that, you know, my home was haunted. It wasn't even that. It was my soul and the ancestors trying to wake me up. And they was trying to let me know, like, hey, you going too far into this religion. And so, man, it all makes sense to me now, as, you know, I came into spirituality. But even the church knew that I was gonna leave before I did, you know what I'm saying? And I was questioning it, like, you know, because somebody told me they don't believe you gonna make it. They think you gonna, you know what I'm saying, think you gonna fail and lose your faith. But actually, I gained more faith in coming into the true spirituality that the supreme being wants you to raise yourself up. Religion tells you what? You a sinner. You all of this. But the real sin is ignorance. The real sin is ignorance. And long as you don't know, you'll stay in the church forever, and that's the wool that they put over your eyes. Because they ain't gonna tell you that you are the one that has to share this light and truth and consciousness. And so with that being said, family, I had another experience, you know, after that. And that's when I was laying down. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, right? I had the heat on that night because it was cold. But when I woke up out of my sleep, I was hot. So I was like, let me turn this heat off. And I laid back down, and I laid back down and I closed my eyes, and out of nowhere I hear this voice say, "Look," right? But it sounded like it was coming from within as well. And so I was thinking it was just a car, you know what I'm saying, passing by, and that's why the light was shining through to my eyes, right? And so I was like, man, I'm tripping. Then I hear the voice again, and it said, "Look." And so when I open my eyes, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, pure white light. And I'd never experienced this ever in my life. When it left, I just jumped up and I told my cousin. But what I was feeling, that moment that light entered and manifested, my heart was burning. And I felt joy, undeniable joy that I never felt ever in this life before. And so that made me think that the church was true, but that was really the supreme being showing me and reminding me that I am something greater than what they tell us, right? You are something greater than what they tell you. We have people that's walking around that's angels in a human body. You got people that's walking around that are demons in a human body. But you got to decipher. I had to understand that, what type of being I was. And I'm a light being, an angel. And so, with all that being said, family, we're going to continue the next part of my initiation, you know, because I'm going to tell you about the other experience I had, the other two experiences that I had, that they couldn't even believe it. You know, all they could say is, y'all visionaries. You a visionary. And so, yeah, it's the Galactic Human, family. You already know we the truth.